this is G1.
This is Rod Stars.
Together we are Rebel Diaz.
We're coming at you once again from the South Bronx, the boogie down with a new episode of Enya Don't Stop.
This week we have Claudia going to Brooklyn for the Kara Walker exhibit. We also had Rod go talk to the people of New York about gentrification. And we have the amazing and talented Anna Tijoux on Rooftop Live.
Speaking of Anna Tijoux, we just got off a mini tour with her in which she was here doing her US promotion for her new album, Vengo. The tour hit up Washington, D.C., Central Park Summer Stage, we hit up Brooklyn, and then took a trip to Boston to finish it off. It was a crazy tour, we had a great time. She had her band and they were definitely rocking, and we got to bring our band along too. Kara Walker's new exhibit is titled The Subtlety. It all went down at the abandoned Domino Sugar Factory in Brooklyn. Claudia for El Reporte was live on location getting people's reaction to this amazing art exhibit.
Kara Walker's work in particular set up a controversy. It made people pay attention to not just the fact that we were in the field, but what happened when we left the field.
In this area, in terms of during the times of slavery, before and after, that people don't know the history of New York State was a majority of slaves were here, as they were, this was the largest population of slaves outside of the South. And that the Domino Sugar Factory did play a prominent role because the sugar was brought here after it was harvested and then distributed around the country. So yeah, it's deep.
What surprises me, and it tells me that we still have a lot of work to do. There are not a lot of Latinos here, certainly not a lot of African Americans here.
I visited concentration camps when I was in Germany, and I had that feeling where you're walking towards this space with the gravel and the decay and the burntness, and so there was that feeling first, like the space itself, and then you walk in and there's just so many things going on. The emotions of the sugar boys melting, and that they had other boys in those baskets, and the beauty of the sculpture itself, and then also the pain of it, and the way that everyone gets to kind of participate in a pain that I think is very woman and very black woman, and having to negotiate, everybody's experiencing this history and this pain, and you don't know whether it's just an exhibitionist kind of experience. Some of us are falling apart and we're having to do this in this very public way, but then you also feel like this is the time in the world, in the history, to kind of look at it, like look at us.
Peace, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Word on the Street. Right now we're on the corner of Lorimer and Metropolitan Avenue in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. We're gonna be asking people about the hashtag nice gentrifier.
I could maybe describe myself in that way.
You would describe yourself as a nice gentrifier? Do you have any interaction with the community? Like with people that were here before you guys?
Like the Indians?
I have no idea where the context of that came from. I mean, I don't know, it sounds like some rich person patting themselves on the back.
See all this stuff, they're arrogant and they do what they want. So I feel that they're really making a mess out of the neighborhood.
Really, traditional, some hippie style. Yeah, they sell a lot of beer. A lot of beer. Like yesterday night, 4th of July, we have a crazy sale here.
Most of the people that lived here are no longer here because they can't afford the rent. Every year I see less and less of my people, the people that I grew up with.
Me, basically, like moving into a community and displacing the people who originally lived there. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that that's happening and that I'm part of that, but I have to live somewhere.
Tons of new buildings. My rent's gone up a ton. The corner used to be this old Mexican restaurant I used to go to in college all the time, and now it's some fancy bar.
No, the rent go all the time up here. Find a room, apartment, $2,000-3,000 a month.
$3,000 a month for an apartment. Wow. Peace, y'all. This is Rod Stars. This is my sister Anna Tijoux. We in the South Bronx, so we had to start with a B-boy and B-girl pose. How we do. So it's an honor for us to have you here in the birthplace of hip hop, the South Bronx. You're an MC that comes all the way from Chile. I know you were born in France. So tell me, what are your influences? You know, since we're here in the birthplace of hip hop, what are your influences that led to you being an MC, to being Anna Tijoux, the MC extraordinaire? Tell us about it.
Well, I think that my way of arriving in hip hop, I remember like the first movie that blew my mind. I was, I don't know, perhaps 12 years old, something like that. And I see Do the Right Thing. And I remember Fight the Power of Public Enemy. And it was like, como, pues ya estuvo, ¿no? Like, como, even if I could understand like the lyrics, I would feel like, I don't know, like the energy of something there, como, like a rage, but also a rage that have a sense, not any rage. Like, that is a rage of so many people, a union of rage. So I think that's the first time that I feel like very connected with hip hop when I listen that song of that movie. I remember to be like in the cinema, like, I want this, I want that, yeah. I like it.
Felt
yes.
The energy. On your new album, you have a song called Somos Sur, featuring Palestinian MC and super fierce MC, Shadia Mansour. You know, with what's going on in Palestine and us being in the Sur del Bronx, why is it that you relate to people that are from the Sur, from the South?
That's a good question, because I feel that in the same terms, I feel that hip hop for me, and the reason why I understand now that I'm older, why I feel so connected with hip hop is because I feel that hip hop is the language of the people that doesn't have a land. And I think that's why there is so many hip hop everywhere in Africa and South America. It's like a bestseller everywhere, you know, everybody making rhyme, everybody is producing, b-boying, graffiti, because it's really the land of the people that doesn't feel a land, somebody that feels all the time that is un extranjero, you know. And so Somos Sur talk about that. It's not, yes, we talk about South America and we talk about Africa, but we are talking about all the people that is not, doesn't fit anywhere. That's what my vision about Somos Sur. So we are talking about the oppression and people that have been under that oppression too. And so that's why I'm saying, like, we are in a very historical place right now in the south of Bronx that have been the historic for so many people that perhaps people here doesn't know. It's very important. So I feel that that's, at the same time, that energy of oppression is energy of creation. At the same time that there is that balance, an amazing balance. So Somos Sur, at the end, talk about that also, about to be proud where we come from. And it's not chauvinism, it's about identity, which is very, very different.
Peace, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Rooftop Live. We have a crazy, amazing special guest coming from South America, representing Chile, representing todo el sur. Anna Tijoux, welcome to Hunts Point. My brother Pera Prez, she's gonna be performing her song Mi Verdad off her new album, Vengo. You already know what it is, y'all, and you don't stop. Rooftop Live.
Oh. Directamente del Bronx para todo el mundo. Oh. Por mi piel morena borraron mi identidad. Me sentí pisoteado por toda la sociedad. Me tuve que hacer fuerte por necesidad. Fue el hombre de la casa en muy temprana edad. Para pa 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 pa. Desde que nací conocí la necesidad. Mi corazón descalzo se perdió en la ciudad. De mis suelas gastadas de tanto caminar. Aprendí de la vida en la calle y su soledad. Ya que todo lo que tengo es mi verdad. Y que solo me acompaña, mi verdad, mi verdad. No quiero tu autoridad, solo quiero caminar con dignidad, ok, y conquistar mi libertad. Mi gente de piense que da bien tempestad. Los ojos de mi barrio se llueven en humedad. Contra viento y marea creamos humanidad. En contra del silencio rompiendo la frialdad.
ya que todo lo que tengo es mi verdad, y que solo me acompaña, verdad, mi verdad. No quiero tu autoridad, solo quiero caminar con dignidad y conquistar mi libertad.